1 minute.
It's just started. Bugging mine now. I'm trying to
Do anything. Got it here. There. Okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Yeah, just let me know when you're ready.
I can't grab this back. Oh, wait a minute. There we go.
We'll just hurry up and wait.
There's a considerable amount of money in, for, HR consulting fees and that type of thing. And where are we at with People's First? Have they actually put out a job posting yet?
Len, we're just waiting for live stream the special meeting. We'll resume the budget meeting after this one. Technology is great, Ollie, and it works.
Right. And then this thing I gotta
Technology
grab.
is great when it works.
There we go.
There we go. Ready? Okay, it's 6:01. I'll call the meeting to order. Okay, I'll do the land acknowledgement. We acknowledge we are gathered on Treaty 1 and Treaty 2 territories and that Manitoba is located on the treaty territories and ancestral lands of the Anishinaabe, Inuit, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota Oete, Dene Suline, Ojibwe, Nihitawa. We acknowledge Manitoba is located on the homeland of the Red River Métis. We respect the spirit and intent of treaties and treaty making and remain committed to working in partnership with First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people in the spirit, truth, reconciliation, and collaboration. Okay, approval of the agenda. I do believe the CEO has a item to be added to in camera, if it's okay with everybody. If, is that correct? Okay. So I'll have a motion be it resolved that the special meeting agenda be adopted as presented with the approved additions, the CEO to go in camera. So Councilor Maxwell moves it, and well, no, I just read it over.
No,
So,
I know, you
yeah.
can.
So Councilor Maxwell moves
I'll
it.
second.
Okay, Councilor Drohan second. Okay, any questions, any other additions? Okay, I'll call for the question. All in favor? Carried. Okay. Now, the other one is, be it resolved that the council authorized the 2024 special aid gravel high clay gravel tender for distribution and advertisement. Can I have a mover? Councilor Maxwell moves it, Councilor Brown seconds it. Does anybody have any questions? I'll call for nobody. I'll call for the question. All in favor? Okay, count. CO advertising. Okay, now I'll have a motion to go into camera. Can I have a motion to go into camera to discuss a legal matter? Councilor Drohan moves it. Councillor Brown seconds it. Any questions? All in favor? Carried. We'll go next door. We can go next door, folks, if we, yep. Okay. Yeah, that way you guys can stay here if you don't mind. Yep.
Let's go and drink it.
Yep. Oh. Right. Yeah.
Well, what did you guys say to take them off? They all left.
This, distracted Jerry. I don't know if you put this together.
Yeah, well, me
Did you
and Shane,
gather,
me and Shane.
you gathered the information?
Shane, I got a
So,
lot of it from
Okay,
Shane. yeah.
so what's the horsepower of that tractor? It doesn't say,
Oh, shit, it's adequate, but, well, they know,
is it,
the committee knows, but I don't,
is it 100 horse or better?
it's more,
Because if it's not minimum 100 horse
Oh, it
or
is.
better,
it is,
it's not gonna work properly.
no, it is, for sure, yeah, I can't remember what it
The other
is.
thing is, I don't see any cost on here.
Yeah.
It's a triplex, right?
I'm not,
3 lanes.
I'm not,
2 wings. It'll do 15 feet.
I guess, I don't know, I'm not an
Okay,
expert.
the
at
second
what
thing
it's,
is, that if it wasn't looked at in here, because I don't see it,
okay.
is the hydraulic arm.
Oh, that's, yeah,
Is it on
that's,
there?
yeah,
Okay, each side arm, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, this is a demo with like,
Used
like
side
5
arm.
hours or
Okay,
something.
okay.
And this is in good shape, and it's a fraction of the cost. About half the cost of doing it. So the demo's a good deal, but the motor's a good deal, it's over, I think it's 5-6 hours on it or something. And I think, to me, the selling feature is, and I know there's one people that can't do that, but all the other things you can.
It depends who's running.
We had a pretty rough time.
That's where you're from.
And the guy just, oh my God, this is awful. But yeah, if you're careful, you seem to be in a hurry.
A lot of people, it's a job to them. It's just a job. And
I think these guys are, I think this will be fun.
I'm just wondering if are they gonna have 2 hunts a year again?
We're gonna try.
Okay, because I'm just wondering if their time with 3 guys. You know,
You seem to be, so.
actually 2 3/4 guys. Because Shane takes 3 or 4 months off. Well, Well, it depends.
It does, yeah.
It depends. If you don't get that second cutting and there's no snow,
That's it.
then you're ahead of the game for the spring. Right now,
Which there's no snow.
right,
Like I'm saying,
Right.
right, for the fall, or November, December, if they can get a second cutting, because there's there's not a.
so was there any consideration or stuff thrown in on the table about the mower being a one grade higher to do scrubbing? There won't be.
I mentioned about scrubbing.
Yeah. Because you see, different years, the ditches grow in with small scrub, small poplar, the side ear mountain, whatever, and it collects snow. And then a lot of people can't get down the road because the road is long.
Is there
right?
gonna be that?
They do quite a bit here. I was actually quite surprised when I was, they rent the machine. But we also, when the machine is damaged, you gotta pay. They rent the machine, but it's usually a skid steer,
It's just, it's.
Usually. some attachment on the front. I like to see them with the drum, but I think they were getting them with the scrub cutter, the mower.
See,
It looks like a mower.
what's the matter of like this, the one cost, one thing is that, like, that's a good deal, is if you find one up and runs a good demo that's all a matter of, with this.
See, the thing is, I would have checked with, what's his name? He's out at, St. Cloud, I think. And he buys and sells equipment, I think, through the banks that the difference on the road. And he's got stuff there that really only buckets and these mowers with the side arms and stuff like that. He sells them, I don't know what hours are on them or anything, but he sells them so that they're working. I think for 15 grand, 15. Oh, yeah.
But.
Really, they're really different. Is what his name is. He's a farmer, but he does this on the side. It's on number 200. It's,
Yeah, okay, just, yeah.
St. Cloud, I think is where it is. So you go past the road and Tree River and Sutter's River and then Notre Dame, and I think, and yeah.
Everybody's trying to get caught up, including this budget time, and right now, this goes costs are going up.
So-
Again, this year, so, you know, and these units are available now. You know,
So explain this,
I'll try to.
which keeps me in that, but it's the audit one. This one.
Just the audit costs.
Yeah.
Well, it's because we don't know, like, I'm trying to fix up the books as best I can. But I figure the auditors are gonna have to do some extra work.
So are we still dealing with the same auditors?
Yeah.
Census?
And it may come in less, like I may be able to get a lot of it done myself.
It's in here
But
somewhere.
if we get to the point,
Auditors.
yeah, if we get to the point where,
Like this is, I don't understand this because it was supposed to be around $75.
I don't know, and it is for the basic, but I'm afraid we're gonna have extra work just because it is not, so it's a real better point too. And I try to do it as best I can.
So like what's the discrepancy? Because they did the audit for 22.
They go to 22, but it's around then that I'm finding out that I have to start like HITECH work done from October 22. That's around what I've been working on. And so they're now.
So how can you do an audit if you don't have?
Well, that was an interim. And I guess, I don't know what they did up to, maybe they'll get up to August or September. That was an interim audit. 22. Because they don't really do an audit, a full audit until after the year's closed. I don't know the whole lot of.
Yes.
But yeah, that was an interim audit. They usually have auditors that time and you just like, yeah, that was. You were 30, right? So you were over. So, yeah, but most of them have decent shape, and then since then, there's all the staff changing, and new experienced staff, and new training, and it's.
I got my opinion on that too.
Yeah, I'm here to help fix it, I'm not here to.
I know.
I did it both sides.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so I understand both sides, but I try to stay out of that.
Well, it's hard sometimes to be neutral. And you don't want to put your foot in your mouth too much because they can come back and haunt the person.
Well, I don't want to hear it help. I don't want to, help this, I don't want to.
I just don't understand how they.
Well,
I got my suspicions, but again, you gotta be
yeah,
careful.
when I got on council, it used to be the CEO now.
Yes,
And I left,
yes.
literally, I don't know, maybe you had a spot.
No, I do research.
Oh, then I came back to, oh, yeah, Did you see my mug shot in there? So.
You have a camera here.
So then I decided to send it retired, we got the last and decided to go from there. Yeah.
Isn't that why we usually run this? Because we don't agree with what's happening?
Walked in there and we had, bank recs were done for 2 years, the audit was done for 2 years, we were.
How can the government let that happen?
We have the fees, right? Because they say, if you're not judged, but that's all they can really do.
Well, normally what they do is they cut the gas tax.
Well, eventually you'll get it, that's the problem. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they don't say it, yeah, once you get the audit done, you money.
But that's their leverage.
That's all.
That's
they
their
have.
hammer.
But the
right?
thing is, if you're at that point, if you're still at that point, we don't know where the hell we are financially. And we inherited, the other thing, we inherited 3 years of deficits for small cost of $1.4 million.
Oh, my. So why did they, I know the answer, but I don't understand the train of thought that the government made the towns and the municipalities join. It was because of population, correct? Yes. But I don't understand why they wouldn't have had a better plan for those two entities to run together. Because they just created a bigger problem.
I don't think, like.
Wawanese Oakland is the same way,
Yes.
and it's not good there yet.
See, Rockford isn't that, this is Rossford and Ross.
Okay, yeah,
I don't, and.
but it's still a different dynamic because of the way the tax roll
Oh,
is.
so they thought, that rural has about 85% of its estimate.
Yeah,
And
And-
that, but
and they don't like to be taxed at what somebody in town is being taxed. But it's gotta be at a fair playing field.
Well, what
Right.
we did, we implemented, like, right away, we got on 5 special service lines.
Okay,
So town people. pay
so
their
that
town
separated it
services,
and
just
isolated it
as
for the people to understand
best-
as well.
best-
Right,
There are
Yeah.
certain things like, and they said that kind of stuff you can't special service that.
see, last year, when this council extended that lease contract, and everybody in the island paid for it,
But yes,
yeah, well, that shouldn't be.
well, it would be, I want it.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start dumping my garbage in the tree, right on the street.
Well, you got a dish, as you know, right? Like, that's part of it.
Yes, I see that, but If it's not budgeted properly, then we pay again.
And it's really,
Correct.
you're right, but it's hard numbers. Like I worked on that and I know that we've got hard numbers for them regularly.
But the big thing is how that contract is written for fuel prices and different expenses, right? Because that can sneak up on you.
Well, the only thing is the fuel surcharge, and that's what you do with that. And they won't let us, like I checked with Rollins before, they were ready to say, it is not legal to put in there that.
You're only
the
gonna pay
price
so
may
much for,
change.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
that in the special
That's because
service,
of the-
by law, that you can't say there may be an increase.
that's because of the
next year
public
because
hearing. You gotta have a public hearing to do that.
You have to review the bylaw.
That's right.
And that's, which is a bugger, because it'd be nice to put in there that there may be.
A sliding
slight
scale,
increase because of.
a sliding
because of
scale,
fuel
say,
surcharge.
right?
You can't do
But you can't do that.
it. And you don't wanna be holding public hearings and doing new bylaws every year, it's a.
Well, it's costly too.
Well, it is.
It's costly, it's just advertising and the people that are involved,
And those things
the
are.
people that have to do it.
I had a whole time figuring it out, because I didn't know this community, there's 4 or 5 different areas, and I had no idea, because last year.
It's complicated.
It was like 5 years ago, that, hey, which changes, the new houses, so I had to go to the assessment roll and look at, okay, the property wasn't on the bylaw 5 years ago, why?
Yeah, that one, because Lynn's not coming back.
That's the only one. That's okay, and it's because, well, there's a new house on there, so I had to go through there, everything was almost 500. So it's.
Well, you know, when I was on council, we did a lot of subdivisions, and a lot of new buildings and stuff like that. That project up on the number one there, the industrial park.
Yep.
It was a big one. That's right, yeah. And I see that golf building is already up. I'm impressed with that. You know, there's still some stuff to work through there
Yeah, there is, like,
with the government. With the government.
you're aware of that.
Yeah, well, it's to do it road. And the individual that has it, I have to be polite, he kind of drags his feet a little bit because of somewhat procedure, legal, or whatever on his side. And you don't fool around with the government. When they put their specs out for service road or whatever, culvert or whatever, you don't do it that way, you're changing. At your cost.
Oh, I don't want to speak for Holly, she might appreciate the perspective and the knowledge on this, because she's, we got to stay. And she's kind of catching up on all of it, she doesn't do it very long. So she might do some.
Hey,
I don't want to speak.
she can reach out to me anytime she wants.
You get close to it.
Yeah, yeah,
Municipality.
yeah, yeah. I'm right on city limits. So,
So you're,
number 10.
oh, just past all the past the.
No, city limits.
Which is, I never go past there.
You don't go past there.
I go to the.
Okay, you know where Patricia is.
I haven't had a chance to go.
Okay, I'd have to show you on that. I'd have to show you on that. Where is it? Okay, 110 is right here. 110 is right here. If you look in this detail, I am in that detail. Okay? I'm in that detail there. So if you look at, what does that say? C detail. 3, detail 3. So you see, when you go to detail 3 over here, now you look, this is mine here, B.
Well, that's your last name. There, I see the name, whatever.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's
Yes,
me.
that's you.
So you see, we have 5 houses here, okay, and this A is all crown land, gravel pit in kind. Okay, so my city limits are here, and it goes here, here, and then it comes up beside Kirby, which is this one, I believe. Then it goes right to Patricia. This will be Patricia here. This will be number 10. So you see, when you look, this is 110. That's the eastern bypass, and this is number 10 highway. And we're right there.
So the new theater and all of it.
This is Patricia.
Somewhere?
This is Patricia,
That's,
Okay,
that's Patricia.
and that's a boundary road. Okay, but this is where it gets confusing, because Patricia doesn't go all the way through here. Patricia has a stagger in at 17th Street. So anything on the north side of Patricia is city. Anything on the south side is RA. That's the easiest way to remember it. And it gets confusing over here.
Here, you've been dealing with, you own some property,
No,
where is it?
First Street.
First in.
Well,
past-
let's back up a bit. There's some right in here too. If you look on the map,
Okay,
on Gilbert's,
okay.
because they want to sell this at 80 acres here.
Is that what you better hear about? Is that where that is? That's maybe for sale, or in the works?
It's in the works,
That's
yeah.
that.
There's one there,
Yeah.
but I think we have one lot there. You'd have to look on a
Oh, it's just-
better map.
There's one lot.
One lot
Okay.
is what's there. So I don't know if the Gilberts know that. So somebody needs to
Oh,
make somebody aware of that.
So where?
I know that.
So where's the, you own some property across from, is it Crocus School? There's that-
Yes, but
there's
we
that
donated it.
fragmented?
We
Oh,
donated
it's
it.
still no sun though.
Okay, which one is First Street? This is 17th, I think, and First Street will be here.
Okay.
So the school is in here and it's on the other
So
side.
we own.
Well, I think it's on this side. This is 17th Street, I think.
There's a fragment?
Yes, it's lots, but you see where Patricia is in there. Let me get my bearings here. Patricia is this one. And if this is First Street here, we donated some of this land
Okay.
to the conservatory
Okay.
for the, what's it, what is this? The
Well,
flower.
what's the one we're talking about, the ladies' slippers?
That's the one. Sorry, not crocus, it's lady
We
slippers.
own property there,
No, we did.
what we do.
We donated. But yeah, we have one or two lots.
To the north.
But I think what will happen is we donated some of that to the conservatory to do trails.
I don't think that ever happened, because now somebody else is looking at it, they want to maybe buy it from us. I can't, I don't think that.
Well, that might not be the same, on the
I
same
think
part. It might
it's-
be, it might be north of that.
It's north of, it's just north of where those ladies' slippers are.
Yeah,
That was.
yeah, there's still one or two lots in there, I think
Yes.
there.
Yeah, there is.
But the stuff on the south, right along Patricia and First Street, we donated that to the conservatory.
We did, huh?
Yeah, I forget what it ended up being. 2 acres, I want to say, but I could be wrong. Too many numbers in my head to deal with. But yeah, they were ecstatic. The city donated some and we donated some. Because the city had some in there too, right? And it's to preserve the baby slippers.
But I heard my Holly knows this. She's been talking to the city. And,
Good luck.
but apparently that, I don't know what's happened with that whole lady slipper thing. It's got a home to the inside or something. I don't know.
You know what my take on it would be? The conservatory is always looking for handouts.
Oh.
I don't know if they've got any money to proceed ahead to do what they want. Like they want to put up pedestals and a big written murals on how the lady slippers got there and all that kind of stuff. Build walking trails in there to show the preserve, how they're preserving it. But those lady slippers go apparently right up to the Brown Hills.
All of those big ones. I know, I see them. up-
Different areas,
Up
right?
in Riding Mountain, quite a bit up north of Boston, there's quite a few.
But yeah, my property line right here is Swamp City Village. That little white stretch there, that little white thing here.
Mm-hmm.
is James' house. And he's gonna develop that.
Oh, okay.
But there's 29 acres put wetland in there, it's class 4. You can't touch that. And I don't-
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Well, class 4 and 5, you can't touch it.
I'm looking at, but it's interesting. but
Yeah, that's this piece.
I've run into some names here, but I haven't heard of, but one named Taylor that rode my school bus. I haven't seen him since high school. Right there. Interesting. She knows my sister, but I didn't see her.
Bamford?
Yeah, well, her name was Lapine, actually.
Okay, okay.
Her name was-
Okay.
Yeah, and then I noticed there's a Garrett that lives in this area. He's
Okay.
from Oakland. Oh, yeah, I've seen.
Is that Darcy
Yes,
and Michelle?
Yeah.
They're my neighbors.
are they? I haven't
They're
seen
on
them.
Glen Carnick Road.
Yeah.
So this is the Glen
Is that
Carnick
right?
Road. If you look here.
Yeah.
Right there.
Like, he's probably 5 years younger than me. I haven't seen him since school.
Oh, and they come over all the
Do
time.
they? Yeah.
Yeah, they read the horses. Big into
Yeah,
horses.
but I've lost track of them. Well, I wouldn't say we're friends, because he was quite a bit younger.
It's a small
But
world.
I knew him.
It's a small world.
Played ball with him.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone else, there was something else too. Another guy came in and gave his last name, and I said, I've only heard that name in one place, and that's Roswell. He says, that's where I was born.
It's a deal.
Yeah. He says, that's where I was born. And so I said, I told him my name, and he says, like, his parents and my parents were good friends.
Okay,
And,
yeah.
yeah, it's just interesting.
See,
Oh, thanks.
one of our toy directors, that does gravel.
Yeah, I've heard that name,
Lives
yeah,
across
yeah.
from-
Oh, yeah, that's where they are.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right here. And that's the part that they're trying to sell. See, these are houses over here.
Yeah.
That's city,
No,
that's city there, but they want to sell 80 acres here.
and
Across
and
there.
that's in the city, or that's?
No,
That's,
that's still Cornwallis, but I would imagine that they'll try and annex it in to get the services. Water and sewer, right? That's the way these contractors do it. And that is, Scott Moravsky.
sorry,
Scott Moravsky,
I haven't heard that name. That hasn't come up.
South End Lumber.
Well, I still haven't heard of it, but anyway, yeah.
That's who owns South End Lumber, and it's Moravsky's
Yeah.
brand. Different, but I think Scott's got a lot of people invested in him. Persons.
Mhm.
There's a whole bunch of them, which ones?
Is it the guy who, George? Is that the guy? No, George McMaster. You know him?
I've heard that name before, but it's like you say, you hear so many different
Yeah, he
names.
was a developer. I got him up
Okay.
in Ross.
Okay,
And I know he lives here somewhere. There's got property. But there's lots of.
see, there used to be a McMaster's that did pictures. He was a big photographer.
Yeah, I
McMaster's.
remember that, yeah.
Yeah,
But that's-
so I don't know if it's the same family.
No, I don't know if that's the studios or
I
something.
don't know if it's the same family or not, but I keep saying it's a small world, right?
Yeah,
It's a small
yeah.
world.
Well, I shouldn't be surprised, because it's closest, a half decent sized city.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
an old,
yeah.
so
Yeah,
of course you're gonna.
yeah, I grew up in Wallis. That's why I know about Wallis, Oakland, because
Mhm.
the guy that is here, sure, I went to school with. He could do something.
And I can know how they were well, is that,
Well, that's when it switched over, right? The amalgamation.
Oh, okay.
That's what started it, and all I heard was there was something with the books. And whether it was the transparent part or what, I don't know. I didn't really get into that, but there was a lawsuit that she won. And you're in paid. And he is still there. He quit for a bit, and then now he's back on.
Is he do anything?
Not as much as the other one.
No.
I'll tell you the story. One of his boys is in NHL. Hockey.
Is it really?
I don't know what he did. I can't remember his son's name, but anyway, it doesn't matter. He put him through all of that. Took him to hockey games. I'm telling you, Yes,
to pay back.
yes. This is what you're dealing
Oh my God,
with.
oh
Serious.
my God.
Yeah, I know.
Geez, my son's living with me, now I should see him for money. I didn't get on that.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, you better say sorry to him. I said, "That son,
You might not win them.
no, I don't want to, no.
Just costs a lot of money, but same with the family line. You see all those goddamn sisters over the farm. I don't know what the particulars were. I took them on the court. Yeah, but he's just.
I hope we're not broadcasting live.
And straight.
Jesus. All on this, our discussion, all over the place.
I got nothing, I didn't, I don't care.
Come on, you guys, I'm gonna get moved.
Yeah, I know.
I could go do some work. I thought they couldn't be that long. But yeah, I like this stuff.
I do.
You do.
Yeah, I do. I do. I used to enjoy it. You know, 95% I enjoyed it. It was the people that you couldn't help that I didn't enjoy.
Well, I think with the way the interview starts, of course, we're trying to see go back and got in there and help together and that's what.
Well, we went through one.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of free time there. And then doesn't seem to be any appreciation for it.
Not very much. Not very much. But I spent, I've got business at home. I really always work there with the publishing
Now we're in a conversation. Yes.
stuff. So, I put my house sold into this for 4 weeks. And I suffered over there. And what everybody got. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Somebody was got paid for 2 years before. On that. And YouTube, and we'll see it on live streaming. And it was very hard to control it because on the streaming part of it, you have no control of everyone's. Very much. On this, at least you can control. And they can only listen if you go to the chat side and you listen to them. But it's very disturbing when you can't hold the game. No, you can't.
No, I can't either.
Because when it was the first open hearing for the budget, it was I almost shut the Zoom down. Yeah. No, couldn't talk to you, do nothing. And there's certain individuals that want to give you everything $1. That's not the way it's supposed to work. But how do you educate people? Right?
When I agree with that, and I think, you know, what I've always said to council is, that first of all, I would never agree with any answer if you were to be on this thing. But we're foundation.
And it hasn't changed.
But how I would do a budget would be safe. You can go around by line. Maybe you don't know what's going on. You don't know that one, and you don't know what's going to happen, so. What really?
That's what these meetings are for.
What really needs to be followed? That's not my way.
Yeah. Well, that's one way of wording it, but the other way to look at it is, how much do you need in budget to operate for the next year?
For sure, but how I'm doing, probably, I think it's been done that for quite a few years. If you're not sure you want to crush them, if you don't want to tax for it, then if you've got the ability, bring it in from down to zero or something.
Yeah.
If you don't use it, great, but that's not how I, that's what I mean by that.
Yes.
We can talk about
Yes.
line by line, but for $1,000, you're gonna sit here for 3 hours, you know, that's gonna be the net result.
You know what you're dealing with.
The way it is now, if it's a 3% increase, we need the money, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is
Well, the
that-
way
is
I-
that fine?
The way I used to word it was, showed the two people that didn't want to say, I didn't really care, because they needed to get a grip on reality. I said, this works the same way our provincial government does. They don't have a really good budget, they cut services. I says, is that what you expect us to do? And I put the question to them. I said, is that what you expect us to do? Because I said, if we don't get this hammered out and we do it efficiently, when we're not gathering so much money, it's not to make a profit, it's to maintain what you've got. And a relatively, yes, and so that it's fair for everybody. Because you're working for the municipality, you're not working for individuals. And they kind of didn't really want to stay as a body, but they needed to be brought up to speed for what reality is today. Like, there's certain things that you have no control of, a flood, fires, stuff like that. I can't tell when there's going to be a fire, and we pay. You know what I mean? Over and above our retainer. And that's a part that drives me nuts. Instead of looking at friggin' homes, they should be looking at putting a fire truck into the equation. At least a small one.
That's all?
Yes. To share with Eldon.
Oh, well, but I know, like, we're doing money reserve for tank,
Yes, it's a
called a
tanker. We have that already.
you know, but if this is where, like, they want to donate, if the development wants to use put X dollars in for this, well, and start going on reserve.
Yeah, we have a tanker already.
Right, to replace it.
Yeah, well, that's no different than a grader. No different than a grader.
But a fire
Like it's,
truck, like, how does that go, like, we pay randomly for that,
a
so.
retainer
Yeah,
for service,
right,
and that water truck goes with the fire.
you're right, but they use their fire, they don't kind of pay, isn't that part of the fee we pay every year, and they
Yeah,
a portion for
Yeah,
the.
but just wait till the other footballs here. We pay that retainer. When they go to a fire, we pay for them to go
Well,
to the
yeah.
fire.
Well, so what do you say, would you do that fire truck?
I'm saying that when I was there, we were going to look at doing like, I think the one that Ryan has, they call it a cougar. It's a 550 Dodge or Ford, and it's got a water tank on the back, a pump and stuff, so you can put gas pumpers on it. Right, it can store it here or at home or whatever, and sure. It's,
Would you not have to have? Somebody.
no different than all of these Oakland or all these small towns, they're all volunteer.
No, understood. If
Right.
I do, like,
They're trying to cut some costs here.
Yeah, expensive. You're saying that we're not behind the list of responses, is that?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the cost. Because we pay the 260 retainer, and I think it's going up to 280 for a retainer. Every time that we don't include the water truck in the price. It's an ambulance and usually and a fire truck, which is a fire truck command truck. So there's in a bunch of components. And that's roughly $1,000 an hour. On top of the 260. So that $1,000 an hour, if somebody put together a plan or a graph, what we spent, say, in 1 or 2 years, and kind of showed that as an offset, of putting together a small truck for at least doing grass fires.
Didn't you say that fire?
No, no, no.
Like, I know another was running for
There's hardly any committees. Well, you know, right. I thought you did that.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
You
I didn't go do it.
almost said it.
No,
I read your mind.
They're taking longer than I thought. I think they need more.
Well, I thought they were moving chairs around and back, but,
Yeah, no, I think that's the guy.
oh, cleaning.
Yeah.
Well, tell them to get it from off in here.
I know, well, I told him he can't really come in, I guess he could have during. the
He
break.
can now.
I'll let him know that. Then he's coming back Friday anyway, so. Yeah,
This
I
week?
guess you could be there. They're having an in-camera meeting or something if you want one. Okay.
Okay,
Looks
wow.
like they have full swing through here.
Whatever.
This is no.
No, that's what I was gonna do. Yeah, that comes in Tuesday. 'Cause then split up. But then, yeah,
Okay. I'm not sure why.
Yeah. I can put that. I'll do the bathrooms and everything in there too.
Waiting on everybody?
Yes. That's right.
So so far, I think it's about $18 a year,
Okay.
which isn't, but yeah.
We just got a motion to come out of camera first.
Yeah, once we get just a simple resolution for coming out of camera.
Okay.
Okay. Yep, I'll have a motion to come out of camera. Can I have a mover? Counselor Maxwell, Counselor Brown seconds it. Anybody have any questions? Call for the question. All in favor? Roll out of camera. Okay, carried. Yeah. So you've got a resolution there. We're in open session, so we'll wait for the CEO to. Resolution. Adjourn the meeting. Yep. You want a motion to adjourn the meeting, and I'll have a motion to adjourn the special meeting. Councilor Brown, Councilor Maxwell seconds it. Any questions? I'll call for the question. All in favor? Carried. Okay. This meeting is over at 6:57 PM. Okay, Councilor Ross.
All right, so we will resume our budget meeting
Just
now.
give me 1 second
Okay,
to
yeah.
disconnect here. Um,